So today I'm going to do a few things here. First thing, I'm going to show you how to bypass your windshield washer fluid reservoir heating coil. In this particular case, it actually is not leaking internally yet, but it's just a matter of time. And what I don't want to have happen is it leaks right there at that plastic little fitting connection. That's where it routes the end of it, and then it goes back up through this coil here. And it's very common for them to leak over there. There's a little seal, and then that plastic gets brittle over time and just cracks. So instead of getting stranded somewhere on the road, I recommend you bypass this. It's pretty simple to do. So all I did was I cut off the ends of the hose. You're not going to need this anyway. So I cut off the ends, and then here's your two hose clamps that you're going to remove. Then go to Home Depot or anywhere and get yourself a 1/4 inch by a 1/8 inch MIP compression fitting like this. And you can use a couple different ones. They have different ones. I just needed one that one side is bigger than the other. Because if you notice, this hose is not the same. Let me see if I can give you guys a better view. So this one, you can see it's substantially smaller than this one. So you're going to need some sort of fitting where it's smaller on one end and bigger on the other. Even you can see here, this, because it goes in and then out this way. So you can see this diameter, this pipe is a lot bigger than this guy here. And the reason they do that is so that when they assemble these, they don't mix them up, because it has to go all one way. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to replace these grommets. Here's the part number for the grommet. What happens is they end up breaking like this over time, and then you will have leaks because they separate like this and they go swimming inside your reservoir tank. So you gotta like clean this out and fish them out. But so the grommets go on the ends of these pumps here. So you got two pumps. This pump here is for your headlight washers, and that's the first one. And then the second, this pump, by the way, is activated by the motor itself. The passenger side motor is the primary, and on the driver's side it's the slave for the wiper blade. So moving on, this one here, this thing is for your main windshield. So see how it even goes a different direction. Also, the hose is thicker on this, but it goes the other direction. So this grommet here, it's almost like plasticky. So it's kind of like, it doesn't hold the seal like it should. You don't have to replace the whole thing, like the whole motor. All you gotta do is just replace this grommet. By the way, these were $4.89 a piece at the Mercedes dealership. So you can just pick them up there, and then you can see this one has already been replaced. This is the original. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and that's about it. Then I have to take care of some wiring issues, because I had some rodents go in there and chew this up. So I gotta depin that and then repin it again. I'll fix that later. This goes to your switch here. It just tells the car if the hood's closed or not. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm also going to replace the light bulbs to LED, clean up all that coolant that's there, clean this whole area up, and then reinstall everything back together. So first is this guy here. So to remove your tank, very simply, your level sensor, you unclip that, and then you're going to have two connectors at each motor. So there's two motors here. So this is the first motor, and then the second one is right here. And all you do is just, so see these connectors, you just pull up on them. There's really no tab or anything on this sensor one. You like press in like this and pull. So, oh, by the way, when you put this all together, spray some dielectric grease inside here, just in case, before putting everything back. I'd recommend doing that. All right, so a little change of plans here. I didn't feel too confident in this piece because on this end here, there's only 5 threads. So it was on there, but I didn't want to have issues like when I'm on the road. So I ended up replacing this with one of these. I believe this is also 1/8 and 1/4. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't give you the sizes. It's literally just like an assortment of them that I got off Amazon. But see, one end is bigger for the hose and the other end is a little bit smaller, so I have a little bit more confidence in this. And then what I ended up doing was I used the original clamps and also added 2 more just in case. So this should be pretty good, I would hope. So now I'm gonna tuck that away, reinstall the tank, put the LED lights in, and connect the connector for the lock. That lock. So after the new seals are in place for this washer tank, I want to show you how to route these wires. Your 3-wire connector, 2 browns, 1 white. That's going to be for your main washer system. That's the shorter tube. By the way, if anybody knows what this is, please let me know. It's like a wire that just goes inside. Anyway, I'm going to leave that. So this is going to be your main one. Then on the side here, this one is for your headlight washer system, which is that long hose that goes all the way around, and then it clips in right there, and then it goes all the way around to the bottom over there. So make sure you connect them correctly. Here's your level sensor again. Connect that. I put a little bit of a electric lubricant on that one, and then this one with the red little tape, which is going to be a 2-wire connector. It's going to be a black wire with a yellow line and a brown wire. This one will connect to your windshield washer system. I'm sorry, your headlight washer system pump. So you got 1 pump for the headlights, you got 1 pump for your windshield. All right, so tank is installed. I filled it up about halfway because I'm going to be checking for leaks before I fill it up all the way. But looks to be good for now. No leaks that I can see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just connect that bolt there, 8mm I believe. Tighten that guy up, and then that would be the end of it. So so yeah, no more leaks. I just got to connect that guy for the headlight washer system, and the bypass is complete. So I just capped these 2 off just in case. Not that you need to, but I did, so that nothing crawls in there. A lot of like little insects like to crawl into places like that, make nests. So just cap those off, and I hid the, by the way, see it's right there, back in there. So it's routed like right underneath this, this fender.